my own selfishness. I've lost everything that I love most. Ruined my daughter's life. And I've lost Daisy's love.
Nina?
Where am I?
Nina, you're in the hospital.
Hospital?
You had an accident. Your horse threw you. Do you remember that?
No.
You gave everyone quite a scare, Nina. Oh, we had to do a little surgery. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable for a while, but the important thing is you're all right.
Did you do the surgery?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's all right. The important thing is that you get better. That's all I care about. Nina, this isn't the first time you've been a patient of mine. I performed emergency surgery on you once before. Do you remember that?
Did you save my life then, too?
I'd like to think I did. It was an emergency appendectomy. Do you remember that?
I'm sorry. I don't.
It's all right. It's all right. Are you feeling any pain?
My head.
A little pain there. Well, that's normal with a concussion. You just need some rest. We'll give you something for the pain if it keeps up. Look, this is to buzz a nurse if you need one, okay?
All right. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know. You need some rest. You'll feel better. Just close your eyes and I'll be back later.
Thank you.
Thank heavens you're going to be all right. It was all my fault that you had that accident. If I hadn't upset you, it just wouldn't have happened. Never meant to hurt you, Nina. You've been the one good thing in my life, and you've only brought me happiness ever since the day you were born. But I'll make it up to you. I promise. As soon as you're able to come home, you'll see.
Visit's over, Mr. Cortland.
You've been talking to Daisy.
Yeah. Frankly, I wasn't that surprised.
I know you won't believe this, but I'm sorry.
Fine. You can leave now.
I want you to know that I called Dr. Wald, and he's going to be here to see Nina. He'll be here next week.
You can't do anything more for Nina. And frankly, I don't want to hear another thing you have to say. Why don't you leave?
Come in.
Am I interrupting the artist at work?
What is it, Natalie?
Well, I'll get right to the point. I can see that you're busy. I've decided to surprise Alex this evening and cook a roast lamb. It was always your favorite. I thought maybe you'd like to join us.
Sorry. Won't be able to.
May I ask why?
I won't be around. I'm leaving shortly.
I'm disappointed. Is it because of me?
What?
Are you leaving because of me?
No, Natalie, it has nothing to do with you.
Well, I don't really know why I asked you anyway. You wouldn't tell me even if it did.
Oh, Natalie, you really have a serious ego problem. You know, the world, everything and everywhere doesn't revolve around you.
You're not leaving because of me. Why are you?
It's none of your business.
Would you at least tell me where you're going?
Suppose I might as well do it since you won't leave. Very well, since you're interested. I'm going back to Tibet.
What is this strange fascination with Tibet?
There's nothing strange about it. After Central America, that's where I lived for several years.
What did you do there?
I lived in a monastery.
A monastery?
Now, do you understand? All this time that you were wondering why Erica and I are just friends. Well, now you know. I took a vow of celibacy.
Jeremy, is this your idea of a joke?
Typical. Someone tells you the truth, you can't accept it. Well, this is the truth. And the reason why I'm going back to Tibet now is to be released from my vow.
I never dreamed.
I'm sure you didn't.
Why didn't you say something all this time? Why didn't you tell your father or I?
Natalie, this is a very private matter. No one else's business.
Erica knew.
Yes, she does. And she also knows what I've decided to do.
I see.
I hope you do. Because I'm doing this for Erica and I to be together.
Alex and I were never able to understand what it was that made you change, but suddenly this all makes a great deal of sense. You run off and become a mercenary, and then you try to atone for that by joining some monastery, and all because of that one terrible night in Canada.
That terrible night in Canada is something that happened a long time ago. It's in the past, and it should stay there. What's important for me now is the future. And my future is with Erica.
Oh, yes, I'm Erica.
Don't tease me. Jeremy, why wouldn't you let me come with you?
You know why.
No, I don't. I really don't know why. I mean, I'm not a stranger to Kantu.
That doesn't change the situation. The time I spent in Tibet was a turning point for me. One of the most extraordinary experiences of my life. Now, I know you think you understand, but you can't. Not completely. I have to go alone.
I guess I'm being difficult.
Oh, very nice difficult.
Well, it's just because I love you, and oh, I'm going to miss you so much.
You're going to be with me. In my heart. I'll be back before you know it.
I'm just going to cross the days off the calendar, that's all. Will you please just tell me that nothing's going to be wrong, that you're going to go and you're going to come back and everything's going to be just the same between us?
Oh, no. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be better.
Yes.
Come.
You're right. Very right.
Yes, I am. Of course I am.
I don't know why. Suddenly I'm just such a worrywart.
I really have to go now. How about a smile before I leave? Better?
Better? Is it all right?
I love you.
I love you.
Take care of yourself. You too. Bye.
Erica, can I talk to you a minute?
Yes, of course.
Jeremy told me where he's going. And why? I must say it came as something of a shock.
Why are you shocked, Natalie?
Well, to be honest, the entire situation confuses me. But what surprises me most is that you would ask him to give up a way of life that is obviously very important to him.
I never asked Jeremy to give up anything. He came to this decision completely on his own.
You didn't try to influence him?
No.
I don't believe that.
Well, I don't care. It's true. I really resent your implication.
Then I apologize. I only brought it up out of concern for Jeremy. I would not like to see him make a decision he might later regret.
I don't want to see that either, and I don't think that will happen.
I've known Jeremy longer than you have, Erica, and I know that he would never have made the decision to take those vows unless he felt it were absolutely right for him. His experiences in Tibet must have been quite extraordinary.
Natalie, what exactly is it you are trying to say?
I wouldn't like to see Jeremy change his vows right now, just to please someone.
Meaning me?
I just wonder if you've thought about the decision you're asking him to make, that's all. And if not, I think probably you should, before it's too late.
Well, Natalie, just because you are so concerned about Jeremy, I'm going to tell you something. He and I have discussed his beliefs at great length. And although Jeremy came to this decision to ask to be released from his vow, it happens to be something we both want. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm going upstairs to freshen up. Ned's going to be here in a minute.
Cortland? I have the car out front, sir, whenever you're ready.
Car? What's...
You asked me to drive you to the office.
Oh. Oh, well, this, I've changed my mind, not going.
Are you okay, sir?
Leave me alone, would you, Benny, please?
Work, Ross.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to tell you that your attempts to discredit me are not going to work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do know what I'm talking about. I've got news for you. You cannot influence every station manager the way you did Warren Campbell.
Did he say he spoke to me? No, I don't suppose he did. First of all, there's nothing to do with Campbell. A lot of people saw your little emotional outburst on your television show. I doubt very much if you're going to get any kind of a job or recommendation from any reputable station.
Well, not if you have anything to do with it. But I tell you what, I'm not worried. You may have some sort of clout around here, but I tell you something. The name Ross Chandler doesn't mean much to the rest of the nation. And not only that, I have glowing references from the Bulletin, from my work in Atlanta. I can get a job without references from WRCW.
Well, good, because I suggest you do that because you're not getting any kind of a recommendation from anyone at this station. As a matter of fact, why don't you do yourself a favor, Brooke, okay? Why don't you just forget the fact that you worked for WRCW in the first place? Get it off your resume. That way you won't be embarrassed in the future.
You're not going to get away with this. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to get a job. And I'm going to be back on top within a year. And the day is going to come when you are going to be begging me to come back to this station.
Well, don't hold your breath on that one.
And I'll tell you another thing. Just bear in mind when you pick up that phone to call me that I'm going to ask double what you've been paying me.